Alright, good morning. I'm a little late here, but we had a big drop overnight. Opened with a gap down, dropped all the way below the 200 moving average, bounced right at that high volume node at 85 or around there, the 85 area, 65, 85, and then found buyers. And we've been trending higher, tested the 6700, found sellers, and now we're trying again. After inventory 100% short, we should expect some correction, and we got all this bounce right here of buyers covering their shorts. And now what we have to see today is, do we fill the gap? Do we accept inside Friday's value, or do we reject here after filling the gap, if we fill the gap, and then come back and retest this area? This blue profile is a yearly profile, so this is where we put a lot of volume back in a few months ago. So if we stay below the previous week's low, below Friday's low, then I'm gonna be looking for selling the rips, and then see if we can make another move back to this area where the 200 is and get below it. But if we fill the gap, then I'm gonna watch the reaction there to see if we see sellers here or if we see buyers. If we see buyers, we're likely going to test Friday's value, and value area low is right here at 44 and change. What was it? What's the level? 43. So and there's the close from Friday at 40, right? So 40 and 43, 44. So this whole area is going to be resistance. So. And also it's going to be a little bit of a magnet. You can see the volume here. You can see that's the close, that's value. So at this point I'm going to be watching to see if we reject. And if we reject, then I'm going to be looking for a short back to see if the range gets rejected. Or if we accept above it, then I'm going to be looking for that value area rule, and see if we can get to the upper side of Friday's value. So basically the ideas for today are, one is the gap fill, looking for the gap fill. Then at these areas I'm going to be looking for rejection for shorts, and if we accept above value, then I'm going to look for a value area sweep and a little bit of a squeeze higher. You can see here at 66.60 we have a low volume node, so that's the first area that I'm going to be watching for on the downside. So far we just bounced there, but if we get below that, I'm going to be watching that to see if we can retest the overnight point of control, which is here at 66.35, and then if we get below that, then again the overnight low, high volume node 65.85, that's a magnet to the downside. And then here, if we zoom out a little bit, we have some support here at this area right here, 65.60. And then we have stronger support at right here at 63.45 to 62.80. So this whole area could get we could get through this area pretty quickly if we make another move down. But it's Monday, so let's see what happens right at the open. Watch the internals for a clue. Watch volatility. Volatility hit 30 and then rejected, so that's something important. We have an inverted hammer right now on that and on volatility, so means that so far chances are that we fill the gap. Okay, same thing in Q, looking for that gap fill and looking for a move to see if we can get inside value from Friday or if it gets rejected. Look at the difference, the previous week's low and then the previous week's low on NQ, which was made on Tuesday instead of Friday. So that's something to note, that NQ is still inside of the previous week's range. Okay, let's look at crude, because crude overnight went crazy. At the open, it went up like 20 something points. It hit 120 or close to 120 and then rejected the whole move. So keep an eye on crude, because like I said the other day, watching crude now is gonna give us clues, right? If we see crude getting back to the top of the range, that's not good for stocks, so at this moment at least, right? So keep an eye on that. We don't have much news today other than what's going on in the Middle East and New York Fed inflation expectations at 11, and then we have some auctions at 12:30. They're showing the auctions. I'm not sure if this is correct or not. Usually it's at 11:30. I don't know if financial juice is wrong because of daylight savings, or did they actually change the time of the auctions? I have no clue. So if somebody can tell me, I'd appreciate it. Alright, that's about it for today. Good luck. That's